Yeah, in the beginning we thought let's stay here. I mean, it's just a virus, and why should we go home? But then it was getting really, really serious.
Welcome to the Less Trodden Path podcast, a dedication to untangling the world in a raw and honest way, following your gut and your dreams, no matter what they may be. Often they are different to what is known as the norm, a step out of the comfort zone, the path less tread. We are here to help inspire you to take your own path by sharing both our own journey and the stories of others too, making it clear along the way that anyone can do it, whatever it may be. With all the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the pretty, the ugly included. Dreams take time, but if you put your all into it, time doesn't mean anything. After following Lisa and Erik on social media for a while and feeling ever more inspired by their story alongside their daily shares and positivity, we decided to reach out to them to connect and learn more. This week, we listen to their story and share it with you in hope that it inspires you as much as it has inspired us. From a burnout to following their dreams to suddenly being several steps back due to the well-known global pandemic, Lisa and Erik continue to chase what they know felt most right. Now living in a van in Greece, they have since released their very own course on steps to follow your dream whilst continuing to live the life they truly desire and allowing nothing to get in the way. Go for it, follow your dream, and enjoy Lisa and Erik's very own Less Trodden Path.
Inside the machine, it's just not for me. No spending my savings, cause I don't have any. There's too many places to go. I'll be spending all my time living out my bucket list.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, I think this is better.
Yeah, I think the sound is better.
Yeah, it sounds
This one.
clearer.
Yeah, I think hopefully it's not as delayed anymore.
Fingers crossed.
Right, well, we'll see. But, I mean, every other podcast that we've ever done with other people other than Beth and Jake have been over WhatsApp, and we've never had problems. So, fingers crossed, but if we do have any problems, then we'll just go with the flow.
Yeah, I just hope that our internet connection is good enough, but it seems like it right now, so...
Yeah, we'll see. It's all good. We'll see. We'll if we have to kind of... If it doesn't work and we have to, you know, do something else, then we will. But until then, we'll just
roll with it.
Yeah, that's what we try and do.
Just give it a shot.
Awesome. But how are you guys anyway? How's the new spot and that?
Well, at the moment we are in a camping spot, which is not really great.
Oh, really?
Our first camping spot in 5 months or so,
wow.
I guess.
Yeah, it's just because we needed to do a lot of laundry, so we figured out we could better do it at a camping spot.
Yeah. Have you had the cold storm come in?
It is coming. It's starting in 2 days.
Oh, okay.
And we are now in an area, and it seems to be okay, somewhere just around 0, -1.
Wow.
But we try to aim for the mountains, perhaps.
Yeah.
So we might have some snow. That's at least what I'm hoping for.
Wow.
But it's getting seriously cold in the mountains, so
Yeah.
we're not completely sure yet what to do.
Oh, I bet. That's crazy. It's crazy because you were like, you've been, up until now, you've been like in t-shirts and shorts, hanging out on the beach and all that, so...
Yep.
Yeah, today it's already raining, and it's about 10 degrees, I guess. So we are pretty cold already.
Yeah, I bet.
Since yesterday, so
Yeah, it sucks.
the bad weather is coming in.
Oh, man. Well, hopefully it's not too bad for you.
No, well,
you.
we are okay. We're
Yeah.
used to Holland, so...
That's true. That's very true. That's, yeah, but...
How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. We're we're in a new spot since we last spoke, and it's funny. I don't know if you've ever done this, but we found this spot when we left the other one, and like we saw it on Park for Night, and as we were driving, before we left, I was like, I think I recognise the name of this place, but I couldn't figure it out. And then as we kind of got onto the roads that leads up to the park up, Ben was like, we've been here. And it's just funny that you never, there's some spots that you never remember about until you park up again. And then you're like, oh yeah. But it's funny because last time we were here, it was at kind of the start of like van life. So we didn't really know kind of much about the whole life and all that. And we didn't really explore the area. We were here for just a night and then we left. And we got here on Friday. And since then, we've explored so much. And it's actually like... It's incredible.
It's really epic.
Yeah, there's some like crazy waterfalls and there's some kind of swimming springs and stuff, and we had no idea last time. So yeah, it's a really good spot.
Great.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And the weather is still good at your place?
Oh, it's really hot. Yeah, it's almost a bit too hot, but yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, it's good. The only thing is
yeah,
that
I've heard about Spain is really, really good weather at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I think is it going to get colder? I feel like
it looks good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's colder tomorrow, but other than that,
the same.
It's pretty much the same.
Spain's
all the
doing
way
pretty
through.
well. So
Yeah, maybe we should head to Spain then.
Yeah. Leave Greece. Oh well, hopefully the weather for you guys will get better, eh? Cold in Greece, like snow in Greece, doesn't sound right.
Yeah, well, it's pretty normal here. It's just depending on where you are in Greece. And since we are still on the mainland, because we are not planning on going to the islands because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty regular that that there is snow in winter time here.
Mhm. That's crazy. It's cool.
So,
it's fascinating to know. We would never have realised. But
no, we didn't either. We figured it out when we got here, but it's just when you think about Spain. Greece. You think about the good weather and the white houses and blue sea and stuff like that. But there's so much more in this country. So yeah, that surprised us as well. And but it's also the beauty of the country, of course.
Yeah.
But we are definitely looking forward to see something more of all the white houses and blue sea and warmth, because that's not really in Peloponnese where we are right now.
Yeah.
This is kind of different than what we expected Greece to be.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. So what is it that you're kind of surrounded by more at the moment? Like what have you seen that you didn't kind of expect?
Yeah, it's all green and there are all olive trees everywhere. I mean everywhere, and it's really, really rocky and a lot of mountains as well. But there's a lot of just rocks and red
Gravel
kind of.
Oh, yeah. Sounds a bit like Spain.
So it's a bit more rock than we'd expected. We expected more scenic villages, but it's all a little bit it's not really beautiful. The villages are not really beautiful. Maybe we've seen one or two at the moment, but it's more rough, I think. But the sea is really beautiful up here, with the mountains combined. But yeah, it surprised us. We thought this landscape suits more with, I don't know, maybe Spain a bit.
Yeah, it sounds very much like Spain. The way you've just described that is like very dry and
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we don't like it or something, but it's
definitely.
just different than we expected it.
Yeah, I guess like you've said, it's not been easy to see as much as what you wanted because obviously you've been in lockdown.
Yeah, exactly, because what we are planning to see as well were the ancient sorry, like in Athens and the Acropolis and stuff like that, but that's not possible right now. So that's a shame. Of course, that's what Greece is famous for.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think you'll be able to get there at some point, or are you going to have to miss it this time round?
Not sure.
So far there's a hard lockdown.
Yeah, and it's still it's again in Athens they started again as hard lockdown.
Oh, wow.
So it doesn't seem like it's getting better. They predicted now.
The numbers are increasing at the moment, actually. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are predicting maybe
the end of
maybe April or something.
Wow.
But then everyone is got a vaccine, or at least the people who are most.
The elder people.
Okay.
So they are saying if that happens, then they will be a little bit more. Flexible for the tourists. So that will take a long time. We will already be gone by then.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We will probably have to go back someday with a plane.
So when do you plan on leaving? Because I know the other day when we spoke, you were saying you were thinking of perhaps going to Italy or something. But when do you have a plan as to when you might leave, or are you just going to take it one day at a time and see what happens?
Yeah, it's more like the second thing. But we want to be somewhere half of April. We want to be in Holland.
Yeah.
So we will probably be gone by the end of March or something.
Okay.
Maybe half of March.
Yeah.
Depends on which route we are going to take.
Yeah, definitely.
So we will probably be here around for at least 3 more weeks, maybe 4.
Yeah, we really want to see Albania and Croatia, but we're not sure yet if it's possible due to the COVID situation, if the borders are open.
Because it's not Schengen area, so we are not sure if it's a good idea for us to do it.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. I guess at the moment, not only just van life, but also in the current situations, you can't really plan much further ahead than, even like a day or 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
It changes all the time.
Yeah, because I swear that the other day you were just saying how you've kind of just come out of a lockdown, and now it sounds like it's changing again, and that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Well, luckily for us, it's only the bigger cities here, so we're just avoiding those.
Yeah. We did manage to travel a few hours today, and we are driving now a little bit more up north of the southern islands. So we hope to see some more towns and areas, and to just have a better feeling of Peloponnesos. And
if you just skip the bigger towns, then we will be all right, because there's literally no one here.
Wow.
It's so quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
we
cool.
drove for 2 hours, and we think we saw just 2 cars or so.
Wow. That's
really
crazy.
quiet.
I guess it's kind of nice in a way, because it's not kind of busy season, or there are some things you can see, but at the same time it must feel a bit spooky.
Yeah, well, I think I feel kind of safe because of the whole lockdown situation. It makes me feel like, okay, we don't need to worry too much because we don't bother anyone here.
Yeah.
So that helps me to calm down a bit, because when we are in a big city, well, we are avoiding it, but if we are there, I think you feel a bit more vulnerable by the cops, maybe, how do you say it, giving you fines or something.
Yeah.
And I don't see that coming at this moment.
Yeah, I hear that. But, I mean, obviously we're currently talking about this whole situation, but maybe we'll dive a little bit more into kind of what it is that you're actually doing, because we haven't really mentioned that yet. And so, obviously, for those who, talking to the microphone right now, for those who aren't kind of aware, obviously you both, just like us, live in a van, and you're currently living in Greece. So kind of taking it back a little bit, obviously you sold your house, quit your jobs, and now you're here. So obviously also diving into what kind of really inspired us and made us reach out to you, diving into this program that you have, or this course that you have about following your dreams and all that. Do you want to just kind of crack on and share the whole thing, or parts of it? How did you end up where you are right here, right now?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Erik, you can start.
Yeah, you want me to start? Well, I think we just have to just get back in time, like a year or 4 years back. We were planning on going to travel for a long time already, but I think I wasn't completely ready to just how do you say this in English? Burn my ships and just sail away.
Yeah.
So we did with a backpack. We went to Southern America for 3 months. This way, I was able to continue my current job. We just could come back in the same situation after I traveled, just to try and see how it feels and how things are going. But it felt incredible good. And I think I forget the most important part. And this is your part.
I'm sorry. What? I don't.
Sick.
Oh, sorry. I was just. I was having. I don't know what the English word for it is, because in Holland we say it's burnout, but I think in England it's used in a different way.
I think burnout. You can say burnout. You were like just tired of life. Is that kind of what you say?
Life
like a burnout?
gets so overwhelming.
Yeah,
that
you needed a break and
That's
stuff.
kind of burnout, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. But it also is in Holland. It's really it's used for when you are really sick. Like you can't go to work anymore because you're so tired. You cannot even go out of bed anymore or do anything. So you're just sick from work as well. And I'm not sure if that's the same in England. I thought it was more like you just don't feel that well, but that's it. Or am I wrong here?
No, it sounds right. Like what you're saying makes complete sense.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm not kind of sure. I guess people sometimes have different words for it and see it as different things. But what you're saying makes complete sense. So yeah.
Okay, great. So I was burned out, and I think it was about almost 4 years now ago. 4 years ago, and we already planned to go on a trip for 3 months, and luckily the doctors and my work at that moment they agreed with us going on that trip because they thought it would be better for me just to be gone for a while and don't be stressed by all the work situation and stuff like that. So we could go anyway, because we were planning it for a year or something. So we were really looking forward to it, and everything was just amazing. We really felt like, this is it. We wanted to do this more, and I was feeling extremely better than I was expecting to be, because I don't know, it's just because I was so much outside and I didn't have any stress. I felt great again, actually. But in the end, when we were planning on going back, because it was just for 3 months, I felt like the stress was coming back again. I didn't know what to do because I needed to go back to work for reintegration. So everything was getting worse again, and it even was maybe worse than
before we
left. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I ended up being, I kind of can say depressed. I just felt really, really bad because I felt like I needed to do a lot of stuff which I didn't want to do anymore, and I figured out that I've done a lot of stuff that I thought I had to do, but I didn't really want it to do. I don't know if it's
definitely relate.
makes sense, but
It makes sense.
Yeah, so I just figured it out, but I didn't really know what, because in the therapy they told me to what is it what you like, and maybe you can find a hobby or something, or just to make you feel better. But I couldn't find out for myself what it was. So that makes it even worse, actually. So I was kind of in a negative situation. And the traveling was something we felt so great with, and we just were constantly thinking about leaving again. But of course, it's not a good idea to just run away from your problems and just go travel and then see what happens.
Because by now we knew what happens if when we went traveling, and it was too early actually. So when we got back, and Lisa felt even more terrible, and we didn't want this to happen again. So we thought it was very important to first fully recover before we were planning anything new.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, so I did a reintegration program at my work, and therapy and stuff like that. And then I think that took me a year or maybe 1.5 to get fully recovered. And in the meantime, we were just saving a lot of money. And then we just decided, okay, we want to go for travel again, but we didn't know exactly how long. In the beginning, we were planning on doing kind of the same thing as before, like 3 months or something, and then make some arrangement with our job. But when we were saving money and I starting to feel a little bit better, we were getting so enthusiastic about the whole
travel
situation. We found more people online, for inspiration, that make world trips, and that made us think about why not make a world trip ourselves. I mean, we are still, back then we were 29, so not in our 30s, and we don't have any kids yet, and we have saved so much money, and we can sell our house, which is a great situation to just go for it. If we don't do it now, when can we do it? And since we are living a life that we are not really fully enjoying, it's just something we've built up because what I said before, like we thought we wanted to live a life like this, like making career, work very hard, buy a house, and then eventually get kids and grow old or something. And and we were thinking, like, there's so much more. Why just don't see what it is and go for it? That's about it, I think. That's the short. Well, it's not really short version, but short version of the story.
I mean, it's definitely very relatable, I think. Obviously, it's your own kind of story and stuff, but I feel like a lot of people kind of get that feeling and get lost and don't really know what to do. And obviously, you decided to take that time out for yourself, which is amazing, and then you just in the end decided to really throw yourself into what it was that felt right, and that's really awesome. That's really, like, what's the word, I guess inspiring again. Like, you just went for it. And so is that kind of how your course that you've designed came about, or kind of did you always have it in mind to do that kind of thing, or did the course happen once you kind of set off onto this or into this new life?
I think it was indeed it was a bit later, because in the beginning, when we decided to go for the world trip, we just were so enthusiastic, and we just felt like we were free or something, like freedom. And in the beginning, we weren't thinking about possibilities for working online or stuff like that. We were just enjoying our free time, and we decided to also spend our time abroad, thinking about what is it that we want to do, what do we like, what don't we like, discover ourselves again. So in the beginning, it wasn't at all the idea of starting our own business and making money online. But then the coronavirus happened. So unfortunately, we had to head back home after 10 weeks or something.
Yeah, so we quit our jobs, we sold our house. After 2.5 years preparations and all the shit we've been through, after just only 10 weeks, we were in Sri Lanka. We just had to get back, and it was such a shitty time.
Yeah, we cried.
Were you in Sri Lanka when it happened? When it all kicked off?
Sorry?
Were you in Sri Lanka when it all kicked off, when coronavirus happened? Oh wow.
Yeah, we were in Sri Lanka back then. Yeah, and we were planning on going to India actually. And then it happened. So of course there at that moment, one knew about the virus, what will happen, and in the beginning we thought let's stay here. I mean, it's just a virus, and why should we go home? But then it was getting really, really serious. Oh, you still there? So we were in Sri Lanka when the coronavirus happened, and then in the beginning we thought, okay, let's stay here. But then of course it was getting more and more serious. So we decided, we have to go back home. It get more scary, or how do you say it? Yeah, it get more scary because we were on an island, of course. We didn't know if there was a possibility to fly back home, if there was something happening with our family or whatever.
No, but just only the entire situation. All hostels were closing down, and tourists were not welcome anymore on buses and public transport, and the entire situation was different. And finally we found an hostel, and every morning the police and some inspectors of the health something, they came by and just to see if we're still there where we said we were, and they were asking us daily base when we were expecting to leave the country, and we didn't feel welcome anymore.
Wow.
Well, at least not by the
end.
Yeah. Well, indeed. So
just to be sure, we spent almost the entire time of our travel, like 2.5 months in Sri Lanka. So we were there when the first corona case appeared on the island. And eventually, when it got bigger and bigger, then it was time for us to leave. But we also met so many nice people. They were offering us shelter and jobs during the COVID time.
Wow.
But at the end, also the job opportunities, they were at resorts and stuff. But they were all closing down. So at the end, there was nothing possible anymore.
No, it's just that they wanted tourists, of course, to leave. I think in every country, it was the same situation. So we had to go back home, and then of course we were very happy that we were home safe, and we weren't sick, and our family was okay. But then after a week or something, we were like, oh man, this sucks so bad. Because we hadn't had a home anymore, so we were sleeping with my parents, and later Erik's parents. So we were kind of hopping around in Holland, and it feels just kind of lost or something. And we were also thinking, we don't want to immediately give it up and then just find another job, find ourselves a new home.
Yeah. Well, and the situation will be better in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, we just thought it will be better indeed, but it didn't. And then we decided to use this time because we were always talking about starting our own business together instead of working for someone, just working for yourself. So we decided to use this time we had at that moment to start our own website and our own business. First of all, just about traveling, giving other people travel advice and writing blogs, travel blog. So that's what we did, and it was really, really nice. We had a lot of fun. We learned so much because we never made a website before or anything like that.
Even wrote a blog before.
So we spent our time well, I think. And then in summertime, everything went a little bit better. So as if it has to be, how do you say it? Like it has to be, I don't know the English word for it, but everything felt at the right place or something. We were able to travel a bit in Europe, and Erik's parents were talking about selling their camper van, and that's Red, where we are living in right now. So we were thinking, this is perfect. Why not?
Stop! Don't sell it.
No, give it to us. So we can buy it, and we can rebuild it a little bit, and use it as our home and our office on wheels, and discover Europe. And
just
try
like
to
Europe
work.
as a part of a world trip, and just continue traveling.
And combine it with the work online. And so that's what we did. So I think in beginning of August, we left Holland to go to Germany, then Switzerland and Italy.
Wow. And Liechtenstein,
And then in November we were heading towards Greece because we thought Italy would be in a lockdown. But then it turned out that Greece wasn't locked down.
Yeah, when we were on the boat, actually just sailing from Italy to Greece, there was a press conference that the next day Greece would be in a lockdown. So we just had the most shittiest timing in the world.
Yeah, but still we were very lucky because we ended up with some other Dutch guys. We could rent some kind of apartments together with swimming pool, and the weather was good. So we were kind of having a holiday in between during lockdown. So that felt nice, and we were the only ones there, so we didn't meet any other people, and it was really
one big happy family.
It was really nice.
That's
for
amazing.
the time being. Eventually we could travel in Greece again, well, at least for a bit. And then, the weather was turning a bit, how do you say it, like less nice.
Yeah.
So we were, because the weather was less nice and there was still not a lot of things possible in Greece, we were thinking, okay, what should we do with our time again? Like, can we start another project? And then the course kind of started, because in the meantime, I was thinking about how can I help other people with, who are dealing with the same problems, who don't feel really well, or they don't feel like I want something else in my life, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know where to start, or I only
on
see.
a weekly basis, we got people asking questions to you, how you manage things, and if you can help them in one way or another. It's also kind of a motivator to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so all those things combined, we decided to make this online course and use our time again to to put it on a website. And now I think, what is it, 1 month ago or something?
Yeah.
We released it, so yay!
That's awesome.
That's so incredible. Like, you really, rather than coming home from, you know, your 10 weeks away for your world trip and just waiting for this to pass, you instead kind of decided to take it as almost like, not a good thing, because obviously it wasn't the plan, but you took it as an opportunity to do something different, like you said, to continue your world trip, but just in Europe rather than further. And you know, through it you've gone and you're now helping others take the steps that you kind of took when you needed it. And I just think it's amazing that you really did take this opportunity to, you know, to go to continue with the plan, even if it wasn't the plan.
Yeah.
That's just, it sounds incredible. That's really amazing. Like, I think I might have said this in a previous podcast, but, you know, when the virus kind of came along, I guess some people, obviously it was hard, you know, the virus is hard, and it still is, and it's affected everyone, and sadly some more than others, but some people kind of, even now, there's a lot of negativity kind of still going around, and for sure it's hard, and, you know, there's, like I've just said, there's others that have it way worse than some, and all that, and obviously there's some countries that are worse off and everything, but rather than kind of seeing it as a complete negative, like, you know,
taking opportunities that come through
finding positivity even in the bad is like really the way forwards, and you have done nothing but that, which is just so, I'm going to say the word again, but inspiring.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's just it's funny to, well, not funny, it's not the right word, but it's really nice that you're saying this, because for us, when we were just doing this, it just felt like the right thing to do, or the only possibility to do, or whatever. But now, as we are talking about it, and you are evaluating on it, then we can see, like, whoa, we really did something good here. We could just do nothing and wait for it, but we didn't. But at that moment, it didn't feel like a choice or something. It just felt like, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is just the perfect next step. But right now we can more what I said, evaluate a bit more, like, this is really cool, and we are really fortunate that we could do all this, but of course we are fortunate, but you have to do it yourself as well. I mean, it's just not enough if you just how can I explain? Sorry, it's a bit hard in English. You just know you're fortunate that you have all these possibilities, but still sometimes maybe that's the thing that makes you feel like you have to do something. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you see all these other people doing stuff, go for it, and making plans, and sometimes it feels like, oh my God, I need to do something as well. But then you maybe you get stuck inside your head because it's too much, and you see all these people doing it. And I think that's what I experienced a couple of years ago. Like, you just don't know where to begin. There's too much in your head. You feel like it's never good enough. There's always something better you can do, or you need to be more out there with friends, or you need to be more doing more for your job, or whatever. There's always something else you need to be better in, or and that's, I think, the thing that we've learned. We've learned from this whole past few years that you just need to do whatever feels right for you, and you don't need to be thinking about what others are expecting from you or something. Yeah, just I don't know how to. It's hard for me to explain in English, but
no, honestly,
No,
it's making
sense.
complete sense. Like, and you're so right. There's like people shouldn't compare because everyone's life path, self is different. You know, everyone goes through it differently. Even if it's a similar kind of situation, it's still different to everyone. It's still so yeah. There's no comparison because everyone's been born differently, everyone's been raised up differently, everyone has different interests, everyone's just different in general. So, you know, yeah, like 100% what you just said makes complete sense and is completely true.
yeah.
And
So it's just yeah. Of course, we feel really, really fortunate, but you still need to make something of it, like what suits you, and I think that's what's most important.
yeah, definitely. I love
So
that.
I hope I can inspire others with the course. That's the main reason why I started with it, to just help others, because I know how awful it just sometimes is that you're so stuck in your own mind, and you're just living your life but not like you wanted it to be, maybe.
I mean, I think you're definitely going to inspire people. I mean, you already have, you know, but I think that course alongside you, both of you, are definitely going to inspire people. Because everything, the story, yourselves, what you're doing, what you're kind of chasing and putting out into the world as well, is what so many people need and want to hear. So it's definitely going to inspire people. And, you know, obviously, because I know that at the moment your course is just in Dutch, isn't it? But you're looking at getting it in English as well at some point.
Yeah, at the moment it is. I hopefully can translate everything into English somewhere this year. And yeah, I wanted just to say about it that it's not only about the traveling as well, because of course right now it's all about traveling and making a world trip.
But this is our dream.
Yeah, exactly. So this is our dream, where we want to travel and work at the same time and see as much as places as possible, and especially see other people, making friends, get to know the cultures. That's what we like. But of course, if your dream is completely something different, that's okay. I mean, it's not like that you have to discover the world or something. I mean, you can do whatever you want, and that's the thing that I want to say, or to point out here, that it's not all about traveling or whatever. You can do whatever you want. If it's small or big, it doesn't matter, but it's just the most important thing is that you listen to your own feeling, because that's what the whole burnout caused.
It's caused by.
Yeah, because it wasn't okay. It was also because I worked too much for way too long, but it's also because I just didn't listen to my true feelings. And when you ignore that for a long time, you will be exhausted from it, because you put so much energy in things that they won't give you energy. So your battery is going down, and that's the most important thing, I think.
Definitely. I mean, Ben and I 100% agree with that. We say we talk about that all the time, so we completely relate, and hopefully.
I like what you said about go with what feels good, because that's often the thing that you want to do. If you go with the good feelings, you know, even in times like where it's hard or troubles or coronavirus, whatever it is, if there's something that feels good and it feels right to do, then that's the one. That's the one to go with, and like you're on a flow now, and I think that's what happens when you go with those good feelings. More comes of it, which is really cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that's what makes it sometimes hard as well for now with the whole lockdown situation, because now we are having new how to say, like, troubles or something with our feelings, like what does feel good now, because we of course we want to live in this van and we want to see as much as possible, but we also very aware of the whole situation, and sometimes it doesn't really feel good to just travel. So that's for us, it's every day I think everyone has new things to learn and to discover again. So it's not that if you chased your dream or whatever, then everything will be perfect for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
You have different challenges every day, but if you know how to deal with them, or how to make your head a bit more clear, then it can help you a lot. So we are dealing with those things as well still.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like just because you're living the life that you're living at the moment, everything's perfect. Like, you're still human, and there's still going to be times and days that aren't as easy as others. But because you're aware of what it is that you want and love, and because you're chasing that, you'll find it easier to kind of figure out. And, you know, on a day where you're perhaps not feeling as good, or things feel a bit more negative and stuff, you'll know how to kind of take yourself through them, whether that is to just not do anything for the day and just be with yourself, or whether that's to do something crazy.
Do an
I don't know.
activity that's going to help you
but
through
because
it.
you're aware of it and you've come this far already, you're already one step ahead of you know, like
what it is you want to get.
Yeah, losing my words. But
You're
on the journey.
I understand what you mean. Exactly, true. Yeah.
That's awesome though. But what's been your, I mean, you've potentially said already, but what's been your most memorable moment or rewarding moment out of this whole journey?
So far,
because I'm sure there's plenty more to come.
Yeah, is this the journey from the last few months in the van, or the complete journey from the last year?
Whatever you want. If you want to name more than one, then go for it.
I think Lisa will agree. When we were in Sri Lanka and we started, we were at this amazing place at the beach, and we just booked for 2 nights. But the owners were so friendly. We said, well, this feels like paradise on earth. Let's book 1 more week. And after this week, we just extended it with another few more days. And we got sort of friends with the guys working there. They were all our age, and we played volleyball every day and drank some beers and went to parties together and just had a great time together. And we were talking about marriage and the local cultures up there, and how it is how a Sri Lankan wedding would look like. And then the owner of the place said, well, guys, fun thing, but my brother is getting married in a month. If you would love to, I want to invite you to my brother's wedding, so you can participate and you can enjoy, you can feel, and you can just sleep by my family, and you can feel the real thing.
Wow.
It was just getting invited was already special.
Yeah.
And I felt like, some people in Sri Lanka speak English, but most of them don't. So I was like a little bit skeptical. I was like, it's a month away, and how good do we know these guys? At least I was already jumping. Yes, we're going to do it.
I was thinking, why shouldn't we do it? Because this is one opportunity.
It's a lifetime opportunity.
Yes.
I was afraid to be just like a monkey in a zoo, because Lisa is just the blonde girl, and she's attracting a lot of attention. I'm 195 meters, so I'm quite tall. So for most of them, I'm an attraction as well. So I was like, not sure if I'm really into it.
Yeah.
But we said yes. So a month later, we got invited, and we spent a few more days on the countryside of Sri Lanka, and in this family home, and we spent the meals together. well, not really together. They were cooking for us, and we were put in a separate room, and it was never fun things. And eventually, we got into the wedding, and we got the special Sri Lankan traditional clothing, and
Wow.
yeah, it was just so
We
special.
even prepared a dance for the bride and groom, an Indian wedding dance, because it was Indian style. So we had to prepare an Indian dance.
Yeah, they got a dance instructor, and they were for 2 days long. We got some dance move training skills, and
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That is like definitely
so special.
something. Yeah, it's definitely something that you would never kind of experience if you had never taken the step to go and, you know, to travel, especially in a country like Sri Lanka. That's so amazing. Wow. Is it giving you like what's the word, like, has it made you kind of want to do anything similar to that wedding for like yours or anything, or has it just
You're
been
going to do some Indian dance? You're going to carry on?
Well, maybe. No, I don't know. Actually, we never thought about it.
I love the clothing and the way they look and the way they make it so big, and it's just it's the big thing in their lives, and they just treat it this way.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
I like the fact that they make a huge party out of it.
Yeah.
And in Holland sometimes, well, I think weddings are huge parties as well, but in a different way. I think Dutch people are always a bit more reserved. And they just go for it, and I feel like they less care or something about what others think, or maybe not, because they also want to make sure that everything looks like it's incredible. You know, they kind of want to show off a bit as well. So in one way, they are thinking about what other people are thinking. It's just in a different way maybe than we do in Holland. But it's just it doesn't really matter. It's just that it's really fun to experience it, and I think I loved it the most about it was just being with this family for almost a week in the end, staying at their home, and they were so incredibly nice for us, and so how do you say it?
Going to the restaurant together, just
it was just a wonderful experience to be with this family. So I think that was the most valuable.
Now a year later, we still are getting pictures from them, and
we're still in contact with them.
Even with his parents, it's so funny.
He is now having a baby, so it's just really nice to make friends in this way, and none of this would have happened if we were not traveling without a plan, because we were able to say, okay, in 1 month, why not? We don't have any plans, so we just stay a little longer then. So that's a good thing that we have experienced. To just don't plan it, see what happens.
Just go with the flow.
That's so cool. So cool. I think no plan is definitely, not always, but it's definitely a good idea.
Opens you up for being able to do that.
It's so freeing.
Yeah, you just, in some ways, of course, it is not always the right idea to don't have any plan, but in this way, you feel more open to other experiences, because if we would have planned to go to India, for example, and already bought a ticket, we would have said no, and it would be such a shame.
Yeah, for me it was definitely easier to say, no, sorry, we have a schedule, you need to go.
Yeah, because you're also a bit scared, like, what if this will happen, or like, I don't feel, how do you say it, like...
safe, or...
What's the Dutch word?
Je niet op je gemak voelt.
You don't feel confident? No, not. If you're not in the right place, not
something like that. Like it's kind of scary, of course. If that's the thing we've learned. Like we have to do some things out of our comfort zone. That's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
100%. Seek discomfort.
Good quote.
Yeah.
That's where the magic happens.
That's
Yeah.
not what I expected that's not the response I expected to my question, but
that's a good response,
that's so cool.
Sorry, what's the response you were looking for?
I have no idea, but that's by far like topped it.
Yeah,
Definitely
cool.
topped it. All right, we've got one now. What is, obviously, you know, you can't plan too far ahead with van life, but also in these kind of circumstances and all that. But what's the next big thing in regards to just, you know, what you're doing, to your course, to your travels? Do you have anything kind of in mind? Or are you really just going with no plan, like
Go
with
with the flow.
everything?
I'm afraid at the moment we have to say we're just really going with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we had planned to go to Scandinavia.
Yeah, well, yeah. In May, June, let's say May, where we are heading to Scandinavia is our current plan.
If it's still possible, of course, with the whole Corona situation. But that's the plan.
Yeah.
And
But the stupid thing is we were just really, really hoping that we would be able to see Acropolis in Athens, for example.
Yeah.
But the lockdown has been extended already 6 times, and now it is extended for indefinite time.
Yeah.
And then the measurements were gone, and now there's a tight lockdown again. So inside of Greece, we have no plans at all at the moment. Well, yeah, we have some points we want to see, but we are now at this state of mind that we're just like, if we can see it, it's good. If we can't, it's fine.
yeah, we just don't want to be...
Disappointed?
Yeah, that's it. And we just want to follow the rules
Yeah,
here as well.
as
So,
much as possible.
Yeah.
But not everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Where
Definitely.
reasonable.
Yeah, for sure.
Best
Yeah.
way to go
And
about
then,
it.
in regards to your course, I'm guessing that the next big thing is, you know, are you going to expand it, or is it to make it English, or is it something else that's
Let it be.
secretive at the
Let it
moment?
kind of-
No, nothing secret here. No, yeah, I really would like to have it in English as well, but it will take me a lot of time. So I have to figure out if I will get some assistance with some professional to translate it, or do by myself.
yeah.
So I have to figure out what will be the right idea. But I think we just want to.
Well, we started up an affiliate program.
Yeah,
We launched it in a very small scale, just to see the reactions and to get the first, let's call it real feedback from people who bought the course and made it from A to Z. But the responses are really, really good. So I think our next, well, for us, big step is to expand the affiliate program.
Yeah.
And to look for more affiliate partners, and just to give it another boost this way.
Yeah, and we want to try to make some other stuff as well. Like maybe I can do some online classes or something like it. You don't need to buy the whole course immediately, but maybe just one night online together with a couple of others who are interested, and then just talk about a specific topic. For example, facing your fears or whatever. It's part of the course. So maybe just choose one of those topics and then give some kind of, how do you call it, a master class or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, offer that for a different price, of course. So maybe, it will be attract other people. Like, try different types of
Promotion, marketing.
and but not only promotion. I mean, different types of hoe zeg je het, aanbieden? Offers.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
awesome. That sounds really good. Well, we're definitely really excited to keep watching it grow and to see kind of what else you share, because like I said, you know, when we kind of came across your Instagram, and, you know, I mean, I was following you a bit more than what Ben has been, but I was just so inspired by everything and this course that you've just thrown yourselves into, which is amazing, because doing something like that isn't always easy. It can be quite daunting and all that. So just the fact that you threw yourself out there, and that you're so, your Instagram stories are always so inspiring and all that. And it was just like something that more people needed to see and hear and read and all that. So
that's very kind of you to say.
Well, I mean, it's just just the truth, but I'm sure plenty others feel like it. But we normally kind of ask what advice you would give to people who are trying to take their own kind of less trodden path. But obviously, I'm guessing that's all in your course.
Kind of secret
so
sauce.
that's what they need to go and check out.
We didn't do this podcast to promote.
No,
definitely. So we can definitely give an answer to it. So what would we advise?
What's your advice?
To someone who wants to do something different, right?
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Follow their dream, I guess.
Yeah, to really do what feels right for them,
yeah.
And maybe they're not as, they're a bit kind of unsure about it, or they don't know how to go about it, or they just don't think that they should. What's your advice from your kind of path and perspective?
Yeah, I think the thing that helped me most is if you just have one big dream, try to make it as small as possible, just small bits and pieces, and be happy with every step you take. And sometimes it is just not possible in your mind to see your dream come true if it is this big. But if you start to learn to appreciate all the small steps you're taking, you will definitely see and feel and realize that your dream is getting closer every step you take. And I find this always so hard for myself to do, because if I want something, I wanted it yesterday. And for me, this was the reason why I never was able to fulfill my own dreams and just always go with the flow, and it was all fine by me because...
Because if it doesn't work out immediately, most of the people, they feel like, okay, whatever, it doesn't work out, so let's quit with it, stop it.
I just continue something doing I'm good at, and
it's okay.
It's okay.
But that's such a shame, because it's 100% normal that things won't work out immediately. For us, it didn't work out immediately as well. I mean, before we went on the world trip, we had to do so many things, and they didn't all work out immediately. I mean, we had lots of setbacks. What Erik says, it's definitely true. If you just try to see what is bringing you closer to your goal and what has been working out for you, it really changes your mindset to see things more positive, and that will bring you further. Because if you stay negative is maybe not always the right word, but maybe afraid as well, it doesn't help you further, because you will just stay where you are. And of course that's okay, but if you really, really want to change something or follow your heart, you just have to start somewhere, and just a small start is good. It will eventually take you to where you want it to be.
Amazing.
Such good advice. Breaking it down into smaller bits to achieve the bigger picture. I think it's really...
And I think it's something that a lot of people say, but it
sounds just so much better when they say it with this English accent.
And it sounds really easy when you say it like that. It sounds really easy.
That's cool.
But actually it is easy, but you just need to do it, and you have to keep faith. I think that's the most important thing, because all people are so easily demotivated maybe. So when you try to stay positive and write down for yourself what brought you closer to your goal this day, you will see that it really affects something.
Yeah, small steps. That's the secret. It really is.
Yeah,
I
it
agree.
really is.
I agree
Yeah.
100%.
I run the course.
Yeah, so now
Yeah,
you can
run the
make your
course.
own course.
That's the course. Finish. That's
Course in
awesome.
5 minutes. But no, that's oh man. Right, well, we'll finish off with 2 final questions that are nice and short and sweet that we always try to finish off with. One thing you're still yet to tick off your bucket list, if you have one.
Ooh. Bucket list. Yeah, we have one. I think our first thing that we want to do, if we can go.
No, but do your own. I'll have mine.
Okay. Mine is to go to Japan.
Japan.
Oh, I thought you were saying New Zealand now.
No, that's our together.
together,
That's
yeah.
what we both want. We both want to go to New Zealand. So when the traveling outside of Europe is possible again, we definitely go to New Zealand. But for me, I would love to go to Japan. I don't know why, but there's something there that just, makes me want to go there. And when it doesn't come to traveling, like seeing a different country or something, for me, my biggest dream in the end is to live in Italy and have my own bed and breakfast there.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I like.
Don't get too enthusiastic.
Yeah.
No, we're still
Go on.
go on then, shout it out.
No, I think my bucket list thing is dancing the salsa in Ecuador. I can't dance at all, but just the idea of doing it in Ecuador. I've never been there, but it to me it sounds like one of the most perfect spots in the world, with all the nature and the seas and the language and the people. I can't wait until we're back in Southern America and just go there and give it a shot, take some lessons, and at one of the tours do a dance, and I think that would be so amazing.
That is...
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
That's a unique
Yeah,
one.
the only
That's
thing
very
is he
unique.
doesn't want to dance with me because but still.
Well, we look forward to seeing the videos of you learning the steps whenever it is.
Oh yeah, you will. Once you're there, you will.
Oh, awesome. All right, and then the last question that we have for you. What is the mantra that you go by?
Do you have one?
Or do you have a mantra?
I'm not sure if I have one, actually. I think it's just go for it.
Awesome.
That's mine, I think. Yeah, that's just what I try to say to what I try to tell myself every day. Like when I'm in a doubt or feeling scared or whatever, I just try to say to myself, go for it and just do it, because what's the worst thing that could happen to you? I mean, you're not going to die. Well, okay, for some for some things that could be true. Bungee jumping or something.
Oh, I was thinking coronavirus.
Oh yeah, okay. But I mean, when it comes to doing something you always wanted to do, or releasing the course, for example, I was really afraid to do it, but I just said to myself, go for it. What do you have to lose?
Amazing.
Yeah, and that helps. For me, it helps.
That's awesome. I like that. Yeah. Nice and simple. Erik, do you have one alongside your dancing in Ecuador?
No.
No?
but since I heard Lisa speak, I've never thought of it. But I think I just rather try things than on a later age regret I never tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just go for it. That's too how do you say it? Tacky in English?
I don't
That's
know.
not tacky.
It's easy to
true.
use yours as well.
Yeah.
It's a simple but effective mantra. Like, go for it.
Yeah.
It is something to remind yourself all the time. You know, even if you're doubting, or even if you feel not up to it. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll either do it and achieve, or you'll learn from it. I think. So.
Yeah, exactly. You learn from it when it goes wrong, and of course it's not always nice when it goes wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I cry a lot, I feel scared a lot, but in the end you learn new things from it, and that will help you further. So
And now you're here on a rainy day in Greece with a cold storm coming.
Oh, damn. Well,
Good.
you guys,
I'm wondering what your mantra is.
what
Can
our
you tell us?
mantra is.
Wake up early.
Wake up early, go for a
Wake
hike.
up early, walk, eat oats, go to bed. No.
No. We go by the song lyrics. Follow your heart, it's only then you'll know where to find it. It's there you'll start to grow.
Wow.
Because even if you end up with nothing at all, what we have inside is what we needed all along.
Wow.
That's the
That's
song
the
lyrics.
lyrics.
That's from a song when we were going through like sort of our own version of what you were describing when we were kind of burnt out and we decided to change our lives. And I was writing songs. Well, I always write songs, but I was writing a song at the time and I couldn't think of the lyrics. And me and Laura went on a walk, and Laura gave me a pep talk and basically wrote the song in the talk. I just wrote down everything she said, and then that was it. That was the song.
When we got back, he was like, Laura, before I left, I had told myself that whatever you say on this walk is going to be the song. And I had no
she
idea.
came out with some absolute magic. So I don't know how
So
that
now
happened.
that's our kind of mantra.
Awesome.
yeah, it's-
I like it.
It's
Can
the
you share
same.
it with us?
Pardon?
Or the link? Is it somewhere, the song?
Yeah, we'll share it with you.
Yeah, we'll send
no
it to you.
problem.
We'll send it to you.
Cool.
That's cool.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it sounds really, really nice.
That's
But
cool.
it's been so nice talking with you guys again.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you, I mean,
Inspiring.
you've definitely inspired people, but if you haven't inspired anyone, then you've definitely inspired us. But I'm sure you've inspired in general, not just this podcast, you know, like in everything that you're doing. It's amazing. And we've loved.
Thank you for sharing your stories.
Yeah,
with
thank
us.
you for coming on to the podcast and for connecting with us as well and giving us this time to reach out to you as well. We really appreciate it. It's good to hear other
Yeah, well,
stories.
we love to do it, and we really love to talk with you. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well,
You have been listening to the Less Trodden Path podcast with Laura and Benedict. Make sure you subscribe to us on whichever platform it is you're using. If you would like to feature on the Less Trodden Path podcast, then head over to our website, thelesstroddenpath.com. Thank you for listening. The Less Trodden Path podcast is sponsored by imakesounds.com, music for content creators. If you're looking for royalty-free music to feature on your own podcast, blogs, YouTube videos and more, then head over to imakesounds.com.